Imagine Marcus walking into a dealership on a Saturday afternoon. He has his eye on a mid-size SUV with a $40,000 sticker price. The salesman slides a sheet across the desk with a single number circled in red, $604 a month. Marcus thinks it looks like a win. He signs the paperwork. 7 years later, that one decision has cost Marcus $30,000 in lifetime wealth. He is poorer because of a math trap he didn't even know he was stepping into. This scenario is playing out for 1 in 5 new car buyers today. As average sticker prices climbed toward $50,000, lenders began stretching loan terms to 84 months. This hides the true cost of the vehicle behind a manageable-looking monthly payment. Behavioral economists call this payment myopia. It is the predictable habit of focusing on a small recurring number while ignoring the large total behind it. Auto lenders use this psychological blind spot to keep your eyes on the right side of the page and away from the actual price of the debt. The modern dealership experience is specifically engineered to exploit this blind spot. To see how it works, we have to strip away the marketing and look at the raw numbers. Take a $40,000 loan at a 7% interest rate. This chart compares the same loan on 2 different timelines side by side. The 60-month plan requires a payment of $792. The 84-month plan drops that payment to $604. Now look at the total interest. Over the life of the shorter loan, you pay $7,500. On the 84-month loan, that interest climbs to $10,700. Choosing the lower payment adds a $3,188 premium to the car's price. Lenders charge this $3,000 penalty for the privilege of paying off the debt slower. It is the first layer of the trap. Then there is the physics of car ownership. This chart shows a typical vehicle's depreciation curve. A new car loses 20 to 30% of its value in the first 2 years alone. After that, it sheds another 8 to 12% every year. When we overlay the payoff balance for an 84-month loan, a dangerous gap appears. Because the principal is being paid down so slowly, you spend 5 of the 7 years in negative equity. You are underwater, meaning you owe the bank more than the car is worth. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau warns that this is a systemic risk. 1 in 4 new car sales now involves a buyer rolling negative equity from an old loan into their new one. They are paying for a car they no longer own. This timeline also creates a mechanical liability. Most new car warranties expire after 3 years. On a 7-year loan, you spend the final 4 years paying the lender for the car while simultaneously paying out of pocket for repairs, tires, and maintenance. The 84-month loan guarantees you will spend the majority of the term owing more than the vehicle is worth while carrying the full weight of its repair costs. Now consider the third layer, opportunity cost. If Marcus took the 60-month loan, his car would be paid off in year 6. This frees up his $792 payment to be invested for the remaining 24 months of that 7-year window. If he drops that money into a basic S&P 500 index fund with an 8% average return, he finishes year 7 with $22,000 in an investment account. The final math is brutal. You pay $3,000 in extra interest, you lose $22,000 in investment returns. When you add the $5,000 in average repair costs and the friction of negative equity, the total financial damage hits $30,000. This massive loss of wealth is the direct consequence of a single signature on a single red-circled number. These long-term loans are a symptom of a larger crisis. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York reports that total auto loan debt has reached $1.69 trillion. Cars are getting more expensive faster than wages are growing, and longer loans are the only way to make the numbers fit a budget. To protect yourself, use these 3 questions. First, what is the total amount I will pay for this car, including all interest over the life of the loan? Force the salesperson to write that total number down and ignore the monthly payment. Second, at what month does what I owe drop below what the car is worth? If you stay underwater for 5 years, you have 0 financial flexibility if an emergency hits. Third, can I afford this car on a 60-month term? If the answer is no, the vehicle is simply too expensive for your budget. A payment a lender allows is very different from a price a household can actually absorb. Use the 24-10 rule as a sanity check. Put 20% down, take a loan for no more than 4 years. Ensure your total transportation costs, including fuel and insurance, Stay under 10% of your gross income. Buying a reliable vehicle is a fine financial move, but real security comes from walking away when the loan terms threaten your long-term wealth. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is shake the salesperson's hand and walk back to the parking lot empty-handed.